I'm making a video for Maria. She's holding the camera and she's very cranky. So I'm going to try to keep this short. Let me show you what we have. We have a whole bunch of shortening. That is 8 pounds of shortening. And we have 30 pounds of sugar. And we're going to have 11 cups of liquid. And we have 1 stick of butter in there already. We're going to start with half of the shortening and about half of the liquid, and then we're going to incorporate the sugar. What we're going to do is we're going to start this batch and make that nice and creamy.
Is that hot enough?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. Stick your finger in.
So this is about maybe 120 degrees roughly.
I don't believe him. Don't believe him.
And we're going to put our first batch of sugar.
Don't believe him about that either.
Oh my gosh. And this, we're going to put in about roughly 3 pounds of sugar.
Don't believe that either. He didn't measure.
Oh, come on, man. You're going to make this stuff. Okay, now, close our gate. Hang on a second.
It's not a gate.
Sugar everywhere. Now we close the gate.
Do I make you nervous?
Yeah, you do. Oh my gosh.
Whatever.
Cakes are supposed to be happy.
Not when you mess with the recipe.
I can't believe your YouTube fans like to watch you argue with me.
Of course they do.
Okay, look. We put the plastic on there to keep the powder from flying everywhere. Hit the button. Watch it mix. We're going to let that mix for maybe 20, 30 seconds and then stop.
See, that wasn't even 20, 30 seconds. You didn't even count it out.
We're on. So we're adding more liquid, and we got some in there already. And a little bit of sugar. Now the big trick is, we're not going to record the whole process, is that you put a little bit of everything at a time. And let it incorporate a little bit at a time.
I want to push the button.
Go ahead.
I'm pushing the button.
Okay, would you say that was 30 seconds?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It actually doesn't have to be quite that long.
That's
Anyway,
what she said.
so we keep putting the stuff in a little bit at a time. And what you don't want to do is you don't want to dump everything in there all at once, because it will not work. Yeah. Alright, so keep that going. Can you see that? You just let it incorporate and then stop. So maybe what, 12 seconds roughly? And as soon as it incorporates, you put in your stuff. And a little more liquid. Oh, and don't forget to scrape the walls. Gotta scrape the walls.
The sides.
The sides, the walls. It's not quite so important when you have this little bit on the bottom, but as the batch gets larger and larger, you have to scrape the sides to keep out the air bubbles. So what was that, maybe 10 seconds, and then you stop. So we're going to stop recording at the moment. We'll continue recording as we get towards the end. Are we on? Alright, so this is our 28th pound of sugar, and we just finished putting in the last batch of liquid. So we're going to close this up. Oh, we added a little more butter too. And the shortening was all incorporated. And so anyway, so now we got that all in there, and we're going to put this on for the last mix. This may take about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. And we'll get back to you once it stops spinning. we just stopped the machine now. Let's see what does the boss say. Are we okay with that?
You better edit that out.
All right. Are we okay, Miss Boss?
I guess, but you didn't put the right amount of vanilla. You sure changed us on the vanilla.
We can put some more.
Not at this point.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. No bubbles.
Awesome. Oh, there's a bubble.
Very minor.
Yeah, this is good. But now we have to try with more vanilla.
I think we can ask without a problem. Go
You want to risk it? That's looking pretty.
All right, we corrected the vanilla by adding a little more, and we are up to 29 pounds of sugar. And look at that.
Minimal air bubbles.
Can we live with that?
I guess.
Is it about the same as before? Is it worse or better?
Than before when?
Well,
Oh, I think there's a little more air bubbles this time. I'm not sure. But I mean, it's not bad.
okay, so what
But you see, I mean, you can see there's air bubbles
a
there.
little bit.
So I think maybe because we added the extra sugar, because when we added the extra vanilla because we forgot it, it was fine. But adding the extra sugar did create a little more air bubbles. If you can.
Do you think I should just let it mix for another 2 minutes?
We can try.
Okay, we're gonna let it mix for 1 more minute. We let it mix for about another 2 minutes. By the way, do not change the speed. It must stay on speed number 1 throughout the whole process. Okay, we're gonna see. How do we look?
Ah, better.
Are we good?
I think so. Yes.
All
Letting
right.
it beat a little longer got the air bubbles out.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it. I hope that helps you all. If you ever go to a 20-quart mixer, believe me, it took a couple of experiments. See ya.